What's up, everybody? This is the Retro Matador. My name is Retro,
And I'm Matador Gabe.
and we have an amazing episode with our reaction video today. This is going to be a little different for this Tuesday. We're going to react to the Snyder Cut Justice League trailer. Now, Matador, I just want you to give a little background, but also I want to know how you feel.
Oh, it wasn't Frozen. That was just the real. That, that is the excitement. The face of a little boy finally getting what he deserves. And that is the Justice League movie that we all wanted. It, at least from the trailer, I can tell you this: the trailer is better than the movie that came out. So, yeah, no, this it has a lot of elements from the original one, and you could see that, and you know it's not going to be some completely different thing, but it has so much better quality,
Yeah.
as it has so many things that make you just want to see it. Whereas the first one, I was like, the trailer kind of got me hyped, but it was alright. It was like, I was almost like, you still need to go see the movie first before I can like determine if this is gonna be as lit as I
Yeah.
want it to be. On this trailer, I'm just like hyped, and that's horrible because it's gonna have to live up to it. It has to live up to it. This is the biggest hype of any movie having to live up anything. 2021.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, I mean, we've actually been waiting 4 years, if I'm not mistaken, five almost years for this. This did come out in 2016. The original Justice League cut, or Josh Whedon cut of the Justice League. There's a lot of drama that goes in behind this movie, and this is why they're actually redoing it and putting it out. I've been following this movie for the longest time. Um, so I do want people to know that the original Justice League cut that came out initially was directed by Josh Whedon. Unexpectedly, Zack Snyder had to leave his Justice League project. Again, Zack Snyder directed Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and opened up the universe for the DCEU. Now, people still criticize those movies, but the Justice League was supposed to put a stamp on the DCEU. Now, due to instances or sad things to say, I really don't want to bring them up. But Zack Snyder lost someone, and he had to, take a break. Warner Brothers did not want to do that. They wanted to push forward with the movie, so they hired Avengers director from Avengers: Age of Ultron and the first Avengers, Josh Whedon, to come on and direct the movie. And we got the lump of shit that we got 4 or 5 years ago. So
Yeah,
now Warner Brothers is giving Zack Snyder that money and that chance to come back and direct it.
yeah, and this is definitely more than we could have asked for, expected, because it was kind of like, here's your Justice League movie, and that's it. I had to defend a movie that wasn't very good to the
Yeah,
people who wanted to compare it to the Avengers. I still think that that movie is about the same level as the Avengers. Um, Not Endgame. Endgame was amazing. Infinity War is amazing, but Justice League was as good as the Avengers movie. It just wasn't the movie that we deserved. It wasn't treated right. The characters did not carry over the elements that they had from their previous movies that led up to it. It's just you have one person who's driving, this whole ship, and
yeah,
then he has to go and you bring somebody else in. Man, you know what it's like when you go to school and you have substitute teacher come in. Your whole stuff is different now. You got to do
yeah,
things the way that they want to do it, and it was real evident that Joss Whedon just wanted to make this a funny Avengers movie, and
yeah.
it is not what it's supposed to be. DC has compelling stories and
Yeah,
has action, and it has its own style, and if you stick to it, everybody's going to be blown away because they're blown away by all the content that precedes it, the
yeah,
comics, the cartoons. I mean, don't even get me started on the animated stuff. That is the most amazing storytelling that you can get. So if
yeah,
you can do that and put it on a movie, like, you're going to strike gold. This content there's just so much more that you can get out of it as compared to the Avengers, which is just flashy stuff, and that's those movies were fun too, but this one could be way better, and that's what I'm hoping we get out of the Snyder cut.
And we will. And again, a lot of people had a lot to say about the original Justice League cut, that maybe it was too short, not enough character development. Well, you're going to get a lot of character development. It's going to be 4 hours. The runtime is about 4 hours long for the Snyder cut. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but he got a chance to try to come back and complete what he can in one movie. So he's giving us everything he can.
Yeah, it's a daunting task, to be honest, to take on a movie that long, but there's movies out there that are longer than this. There are movies that are really good that you may not even realize are as long. Like, I remember one of my favorite movies, Blood In, Blood Out. I swear, that thing's like 5 hours long. And
Yeah.
you just watch it because it's good and you just keep going. You can stop watching it, come back. There's a whole story part that you can just be in on. I'm gonna watch this all at once.
Hey,
But
let me be
for
real. Let me be real though. If y'all can sit and watch Forrest Gump on TNT, that's an all day event. That's 8 hours.
hey, that's real talk. And we're not gonna have commercials on this thing, but even if you can't watch it all at once, I'm pretty positive that you can watch this whole thing. Like
Yeah.
you just watch the whole thing, and you're gonna be super happy with what you get.
I mean, but Zack Snyder is known for doing these long movies. I mean, again, Watchmen, the director's cut is about 3 hours and 20 minutes long. So it's not unheard of from Zack Snyder to really treat his comic book movies with care like this and give them a good backstory and background. I'm telling you, man, a lot of the things I don't like Superman, but how the trailer opens at the with the end of Batman versus Superman with Batman, I mean, I'm sorry, Superman screaming out and you hear his death scream, and now it makes sense to me when Lex Luthor was like, the bell has been rung.
Yep.
It wasn't Lex that rung the bell, it was the death of Superman with those cries of death that rung the bell to Darkseid.
Yeah, and Darkseid's coming, and that's the greatest. That's the greatest addition to this. It was the. It was that emptiness that Steppenwolf, the Steppenwolf character is supposed to lead us to Darkseid and give us who we want, and they gave us Steppenwolf, but they literally left out everything that had to do with Darkseid outside of
Oh
like
yeah.
the Omega symbol at one part in the whole movie. And like, if you're gonna take away the balls of the movie, then I mean that's what you get. You have a neutered product.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cannot take away Darkseid from the Justice League. He is the ultimate villain. This is Thanos times 1,000.
No, no,
He is. He
Let's get
is.
it right for these people. Don't tell these people this. All right. Let's get these people to understand that Thanos was a copied version of Darkseid. Darkseid came first with DC Comics. Thanos is this little compared to Darkseid. All
Yeah,
right.
so and people who watch these movies feel like Thanos is this. Well, I can't stretch my arms long enough. Mr. Fantastic can't stretch his arms long enough to tell you how big Darkseid is. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get a glimpse. I don't know how much you're gonna get in the movie of him, but that bringing him to life
Yeah.
was a big step,
Yeah.
and getting him in a live action form that I can look at and say, yeah, that's Darkseid right there. I don't have to feel like this is Ivan Ooze, like
Oh no.
Steppenwolf, how he looked. He's way better now. He's menacing.
Oh
It
yeah.
just everything about the direction. You have to understand that Joss Whedon took so many liberties with the original cut of this movie that they left out maybe like 80% of Zack Snyder's stuff. And 80%, and then on top of that included like color filters,
Yeah.
changing the way that it even looks in the
Yeah.
scenes that they will continue to have. This is a whole different ball game.
Yeah, dude, like definitely that you bring that up with the colors. initially it's a dark color pattern. It's like purple and gray. If you look at the Zack Snyder cut, but when you look at the end scene in the Josh Whedon cut, it's all orange and red, and he tried to give us the Justice League Unlimited like entry card, but it felt weird. Like it was just not the movie we were expecting. Like you said, we defended this movie, and it's finally here. I mean, we're getting stuff like Flash. Finally, we get to see Iris West. We get to
Yeah.
see the bat crawler or bat tank from Frank Miller's Batman.
Yes, that's awesome. That shot, you get it for 0.15 seconds. If you look at the trailer, you'll see it. Batman standing outside of it. That thing, that tank, that's lit. That's lit.
I,
This is who he's supposed to be, though. Ben Affleck's Batman is modeled almost directly off of Fat Batman, my boy from Dark Knight Returns. This is his inspiration. So for him to get to that level and have that bat tank, that's what he needs.
you know what's crazy is like when I look at this trailer, I see a lot of the like just like you said, just looking at the trailer alone, this is better than the original one. But there's so many plot holes that are now answered just because of this trailer. Like in the original, Bruce Batman had the first suit that he had in Batman vs Superman, and out of nowhere he gets like a tactical suit for the end of the movie. But now it makes more sense that he would, since he has this big tank and all this extra stuff, that maybe he has to switch into this tactical suit for a reason. Like we're gonna get so many details. Now I do want to dive into something I know you're excited to talk about, Matador. Now, at the very end of the trailer, we do get a clip of the premonition that Batman had from in Batman vs Superman, of the nightmare scene. That's what they call it, the nightmare scene. Now, we do know that this obviously we're going to see it in this movie. They have something called the Nightmare Team, and it's going to be an unexpected Justice League showing up. And you kind of see Batman walk up and ask somebody a question, and you hear that person saying, "Yeah, wait, go ahead,
We
hit it for me."
we live in a society.
Yeah,
I cannot believe they used that line. First of all, for those not in the know, we live in a society is this super huge internet meme, right? And people have attributed to the Joker. He's never even said it. He's never even said this, but everybody puts it in there because they want to embody the Joker in this
yep,
way that they're saying that the Joker he's more intelligent than everybody and nobody understands him and that's why he's a villain, right? And so people try to take that persona on and they've been making this a meme for a long time with the internet. And now you have Zack Snyder in his trailer make the Joker say it. That's the biggest troll of all time.
it
And
is.
and literally like the way that he pops up in there, this movie has everything that I want in it. Even
Yeah,
if that's just going to be in the nightmare scenario, that is the nightmare scenario. Batman has to have the Joker next to him and and talk to him as like we have to stop whatever the fuck's happening.
yeah.
Like
It's definitely pretty close to what's gonna happen with the nightmare. We're gonna see it play out. We're gonna see what happens after they fight Steppenwolf and what's to come with the Justice League's future. Zack Snyder is not hiding that from us. He's not. He's not hiding it. He's telling you what you're going to see at the end of this movie. It's just the fact of who all are we going to see, how are we going to see it, and some people are speculating that this nightmare scene might be the last hour of the 4 hour movie.
yeah, that's wild because I can't begin to try to understand the order of the events that they're going to show them in,
Hmm.
because a lot of it's flashbacks, and you can throw a flashback at whatever time. If it's a
Yeah,
dream sequence, you can throw that at whatever time. And just to understand, like they're playing with us with this trailer. It is not in order of the way that it's coming at us. That nightmare scene, it could be at the end, but it could also be at the beginning of the movie and open the movie up. It could
Yeah.
be that, and then we see here's the false like scenario of what's gonna happen, or it's the inevitable truth, right? It's the
Yeah.
inevitable truth, and you end with Barry Allen having to go run his ass and create Flashpoint to stop all the stuff from happening because it happened. It didn't matter what they did. They fought and they did what they did, and it didn't matter. At the end of the day, you lost it all. Even though you win, you still lose. And the only way to take that back is for Barry Allen to reset the timeline by running just like he does in all the different Flashpoint paradox situations. So I'm ready. I'm so freaking hyped over this.
And this is why we say that we feel the Justice League is more in depth. Not trying to compare, these two companies, but that type of thing letting you know that our heroes are not afraid. We're not afraid to take away your heroes. We're not afraid to lose at the end of the day because the Justice League, no matter what they do, if they lose, there's still that sense of hope. They will continue to fight. They will not give up at all.
Right.
So it's amazing that like we're finally gonna get to see Jared Leto's Joker, Bruce Wayne's Joker, possibly meet up in this nightmare scenario and be partners in crime.
Man.
It's a nightmare situation.
Yeah, this is wild. This is wild. I I'm intrigued by this movie. I know it's gonna leave me wanting more, and I don't know if we're gonna get more than that. They talked about there's not even plans for sequels to this. Before there were rumors that we're gonna get a show. That there's another rumor, oh, Batman and Jared Leto Joker are gonna have their own movie. There's so many different possible scenarios. All I can say is we gotta watch it.
Yeah,
If we all watch it and we make them money, they're gonna give us what we want because this is what happened. We asked for the Snyder Cut and we fought to get it and
yeah,
bitched and complained and they gave it to us because they listened.
yeah. They wanted to give the audience what they wanted. Now, Matador, before we go, I do want to give you a theory for to wrap it up and kind of blow your mind. I know you love the Joker. Now, people are speculating the Joker in this movie seems a little tamed. It doesn't really seem like himself. You can see his tattoos are gone and things of that nature. Um, I have my own theories on the tattoos. We're going to talk on that on another day. Now, why is he so tamed? And it relates kind of back to Christopher Nolan in a way. Is he the dog that finally caught the car and now he just doesn't know what to do with it? Maybe he knew that the world would end in chaos and now he's sad because he knew it was going to get to that point. Now he's there. He knows. There's no fun in it anymore.
Oh my gosh. I mean, bro, he's got to find another way. He's got to make his own excitement, and he's not getting to do that because you're already in the post-apocalyptic war. Like
Yeah,
you said, we live in a society. It,
facts.
it's just, it's just that's gonna blow my mind. I think the trailer hits exactly where it needs to hit. People love that character. I love the character, and giving us more of that character, involving him in this storyline is going to be. It's better than just giving me a burnt up card on the floor.
It's redemption. It's honestly redemption. Not just for Jared Leto. It's a second chance for everybody. But not just for Jared Leto, for Zack Snyder. This movie is a second chance. It's a redemption, and we get to, as fans, we get to see it, and we get to celebrate in this honor for him and his wife. Because I feel like this is a passion project. At the end of the day, they lost somebody close to them. They had to step away, so now they're coming back to finish what they started.
Yeah, and we've seen these cuts before,
Yeah,
right? The Donner cut of the Superman movie was light years better than the original one. This is the
it,
same type of scenario, except the difference is this is a different level. This is Justice League, This is not just Superman. This is not the 70s. This is the current time. And we're getting 2021 Justice League. And it's going to be light years better than 2016.
Well, it's still technically 2016's Justice.
There's new footage, so
It don't count.
there's new footage.
But that is pretty much our reactions today on the Snyder Cut Justice League movie that's coming out on HBO Max March 18th. That's a month away. We're excited. We're definitely going to have our review on it. Now, Matador, I do want to say thank you for, doing this at a random time. We're going to go ahead and wrap up today's show. Go ahead and let them know where to find us.
All right. You can find us on the Retro Matador channel on YouTube, and we will post all our videos in one place, the Retro Matador reaction for our trailer reactions, and then our movie reviews, the Retro Matador reviews. Be sure to check out all our videos, like, subscribe, all the above. Give us some comments, blow us up a little bit, and we will catch you on the flip.